pleasure to be here and to meet with you, especially on this important day, both for Germany and for Europe. And thank you for your leadership and commitment to NATO. Germany is a highly valued NATO ally, making major contributions to our shared security. I'm grateful for Germany's contributions to many NATO missions and operations, and also the fact that Germany is allocating troops to NATO for defense of Europe, including a NATO brigade stationed in Lithuania and troops for our battle group in Slovakia. Germany is also making historic investments in defense. Your commitment to invest 2% of GDP by next year is important for all allies, the whole alliance. And sustaining this level of investment will be a game changer for our collective defense. Let me also thank Germany for its focus on cyber defense. Later today, I will attend the first annual NATO Cyber Defense Conference. Hosting this event in Berlin demonstrates Germany's leadership in this domain. Russia continues to undermine security in Europe. This week, they withdrew from the Treaty on Conventional Armed Forces in Europe, the CFE Treaty. And with this step, Russia has revoked and walked away from every major arms control treaty. Earlier this year, Moscow suspended its participation in the New START agreement, the last pact regulating the number of nuclear weapons between the United States and Russia. And a few years ago, Russia's violation of the Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty, INF, rendered this treaty null and void. This is a pattern of reckless behavior, and it makes the world more dangerous. NATO remains fully committed to arms control, disarmament and non-proliferation, and we call on Russia to play a responsible role. At the same time, Russia continues its brutal war in Ukraine. We must continue to give the Ukrainians the weapons they need to stay strong on the battlefield today, so they can be strong at the negotiating table tomorrow. Germany is providing critical support from Marder and Leopard tanks to IRIS-T and air defences and munitions. These contributions help Ukraine defend its freedom, and they help keep Europe safe. And Germany is actually the second largest supporter to Ukraine among NATO allies, only next to the United States. Finally, we will discuss the situation in the Middle East and Israel's response to Hamas' horrific terrorist attacks last month. International law must be respected, civilians must be protected, and NATO allies support humanitarian posts to allow aid to reach Gaza. The suffering we have seen in recent weeks reminds us once again that we must not give up work for a lasting, peaceful political solution. The war in Gaza must not turn into a major regional conflict. Iran and Hezbollah must stay out of this fight. So, Chancellor Scholz, dear Olaf, once again, thank you so much for hosting me.
Schönen Dank.